Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Thursday, July 16th, 2020. I am Fredicia Liebert. 22 students of the Ivor Walters Primary School are ready to move on to the secondary level of their education, having graduated from the institution on Tuesday, July 14th. The school's 34th annual graduation ceremony, chaired by parent Nikisha Warner, took place at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. Among the graduates was Light Brown, who was named 2020 class valedictorian, having achieved best results based on his performance in grades 5 and 6.
Our theme is be brave, be strong, be smart, and you will triumph over every obstacle. I challenge us today to be smart enough to know when help is needed, brave enough to ask for help, and strong enough to stand alone. I must warn you that there will be giants to defeat. But remember, 1 John chapter 4, verse 4 reminds us that the Lord is greater than any giant we will ever face. Fellow graduates, we now have to put aside some of our childish ways and grow into the young men and women God has created us to be. Let us purpose in our hearts never to forget that we are stars from the home of stars. Remember, the world has been waiting for us to make a change that we were born to make. Let us shine in our new environments with humility, compassion for others, and a spirit of excellence in all we do. Class of 2020, stars, with God's help, let us continue to shine like the superstars we are.
Light Brown was presented with the Principal's Medallion for the valedictorian, the Siobhan Lowe Award for Noteworthy Performance in Science, the Hope Nevis Jamu Weeks Award for Noteworthy Academic Consistency, and the William Ferdinand Dorr Award. The other outstanding students included Decoya Mills, who received the Siobhan Lowe Award for significant strides in creative writing, Kiana Warner, who received the Guidance Counselor Award for leadership, Kevon Wood, who received the Hope Nevis Jamu Weeks Award for exemplary volunteerism, Kyra Morton, who received the Hope Nevis Tanisha Chapman Award for admirable behavior and character, and Julian Richards, who received the Hope Nevis Lavelle Winter Award for significant strides.
Parents, thank you for the part you played and the support you gave along the way. Continue to encourage, provide their needs, and never cease to pray, for this world can be very fierce and may easily make them a prey. Graduates, you have now come near to the end of your primary school journey. May God go with you as you enter secondary. Stick to your motto and always try to aim at the stars, and you will reach the sky. Take note that to achieve all your goals and dreams are possible. Be brave, be strong, be smart, and you'll overcome every obstacle.
The Ivor Walters Primary School graduation ceremony was held under the patronage of Miss Sherna Brown and Mr. Virgil Brown, the parents of valedictorian Light Brown. On Wednesday, July 15th, the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs, in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Development and the Ministry of Agriculture, launched its backyard gardening project to assist households on the island. Outlining the objective of the one-day workshop was Coordinator of the Gender Affairs Division, Lorraine Archibald.
The main objective for you to be here is to increase your knowledge and skills in backyard gardening, thus promoting better nutrition and health for you and your family. We need to encourage people to grow their own food, eat fresh, eat local, buy local, and save money. We as a people need to be more sustainable instead of depending on producers from far away to feed us.
A total of 12 participants were able to benefit from the workshop and received startup kits, which included a number of vegetable seedlings as well as gardening tools. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Keith Glasgow, was also present at the one-day workshop, which was held at the Gender Affairs Department. He urged the participants to take advantage of the opportunity.
I want you to see this as an opportunity that, presents itself, during this COVID-19 pandemic and even post-COVID-19. Because agriculture, farming is something that is always timely, always relevant. We should be able to feed ourselves. And one of the goals of the United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda has to do with sustainable agriculture, has to do with food security. And at least, on a basic level, we should be able to feed ourselves.
Presentations were made by Senior Health Educator in the Health Promotion Unit, Chevany Nisbet, on the topic, Let Food Be Your Medicine. Chief Extension Officer at the Department of Agriculture, Steve Reed, also delivered a presentation on the topic, Grow Your Own, a Beginner's Guide to Backyard Farming, and Catherine Fobbs, who is in charge of research and data analysis at the Department of Gender Affairs, presented on the topic, How to Grow Not Only Food, but a Business. The participants will complete a 6-month course, and upon completion, another set of participants will join the program. Also present at the workshop was Deputy Director in the Department of Social Services, Joyce Moving. Quarantine procedures for persons traveling to St. Kitts and Nevis are being reviewed ahead of the eventual reopening of the borders to regional and international air passengers. Returning nationals and residents on charter flights are the only persons currently allowed to enter the island. Applications for special groups will be considered. On Tuesday evening, July 15th, during the Leadership Matters Virtual Forum series, Dr. Cameron Wilkinson, Medical Chief of Staff at the JNF General Hospital, explained that quarantine site categories will be looked at, including certified hotels, pre-approved home quarantine, government and other facilities. The reintroduction of home quarantine will depend on several factors. Health authorities will have to visit the site and assess its effectiveness to isolate a suspected case, as well as the risk to other individuals in the household. There is also the consideration of the manpower needed to patrol or secure the household to prevent the quarantined individual from leaving the premises. An app will also be utilized for tracking persons who have geofencing capabilities, a location-based service that alerts users and administrators when a virtual boundary is entered or exited. Dr. Wilkinson said the app will be mandatory for all travelers. He added that with the personal responsibility of obeying the quarantine rules that persons are expected to take, the number of places where persons can be quarantined would be expanded. Still to come, Cabinet approves extension of COVID-19 stimulus package. The details right after this break.
My name is Kervin Wallace. I'm a track and field coach and the PE teacher at the Ivor Walters Primary School, encouraging you to stay safe, protect yourself from others, wash your hands often with clean running water and soap.
Stay updated by following the Health Promotion Unit on Facebook and Instagram or contact us at 469-8010.
Welcome back. Cabinet has approved proposals to extend the COVID-19 stimulus package. This announcement was made following the formal meeting chaired by Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris on Monday, June 13th. While delivering a brief overview of the meeting, Director General of the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, Lesroy Williams, said that the Financial Secretary and the Deputy Financial Secretary presented the proposals to extend the stimulus package and also for a recovery plan to enable the Federation to get back on a sound financial footing. The proposals were approved following those presentations. The Cabinet approved the proposals to extend the stimulus package further, but some areas will have to be tweaked in an effort to spread the social safety net to encompass a larger section of society. During the meeting, the Cabinet also discussed the idea of reopening St. Kitts and Nevis's borders, how long the country's borders can be kept closed, having regard to the economics of closure, the risks that the Federation would be exposed to, the capacity of the health sector when dealing with limited open waters, the public's ability to protect themselves and the Federation, and infrastructural changes and retrofitting that would be needed to accommodate the reopening. Students from the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis pursuing higher education in Taiwan came together to congratulate St. Kitts and Nevis's 2020 graduates in a celebratory dinner held at the Embassy of St. Kitts and Nevis in Taiwan on Friday, July 10th, 2020. Delivering remarks at the beginning of the event, Her Excellency Jasmine Huggins, Ambassador of St. Christopher and Nevis to the Republic of China, Taiwan, congratulated the students whom she said were graduating in unprecedented circumstances during the pandemic. The graduates whose academic pursuits both at the bachelor's and master's level varied from architecture and finance management to computer and plant science to nursing were all elated to have successfully completed their studies and lamented the fact that they faced an uncertain future. Ambassador Huggins, however, reminded all present that they were fortunate to be in a country that had done exceptionally well in managing the virus, as had St. Kitts and Nevis, and they can take lessons from the successes achieved and use them as opportunities for businesses that had not been contemplated. Of the more than 30 students attending the celebratory dinner, 9 persons were 2020 graduates from the Federation, and many had traveled long distances to celebrate the accomplishments of their fellow citizens. The graduates also individually expressed their gratitude to the government of Taiwan and the government of St. Kitts and Nevis for providing the opportunity to attain a tertiary level education. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.